Welcome to the Missing Elements Spotlight. This is Tyree with...
Hi, I'm Pat.
How lame is that? Hi, I'm Pat.
Hi, I'm Pat.
That's a little bit better. We are coming to you
Recorded
from the Missing Elements shop here in Lexington. That is at 1018 East New Circle Road, Suite 114. Lexington, Kentucky, 40505.
What we're talking about today is calligraphy stone.
There's my calligraphy stone. He got pictures.
Oh, perfect. So, shout out to Deb with Rocky Hounds because Deb absolutely feeds our rock addictions.
Oh, and then some.
We love Rocky Hounds, and they're actually, I believe, going to be at the market this month as well.
That they are.
Deb's got great stuff, y'all. Deb's got great stuff, and she's a delight to talk to as well.
Now, the difference between Rocky Hounds and Druzy Does It is that Deb basically works in raw stones.
Yes.
She has some polished, but not much.
Yeah, Deb normally just works with raw stuff, and oh my gosh, her shit is so pretty.
I can get you lots of samples, but not at this moment.
Yeah, because Tyree actually has a new...
I got Bertha.
You did get Bertha. It's like a 15-pound raw rose quartz. Yeah. Yeah.
And the 10-pound black obsidian.
Oh, God.
And
Deb's got such good stuff.
And the 5-pound silicone.
Yeah. Oh, God. So, calligraphy stone. And this was supplied by Deb Hudson at Rocky Hounds. As always, you can find Rocky Hounds on Facebook. If you're looking for something specific, she tends to have pretty different items. So you can always email her, message her on Facebook, and see what she has in stock. And she's really great about finding stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So, calligraphy stone. It goes by many names. It's known as Miriam, elephant skin, and Arabic stone. It falls under the jasper type of stones. But we found that this stone is supposed to be found all over the world. Its main spots are the Himalayan mountains or the Atlas Mountains in Morocco. And I believe we have some more pictures of the up-close stones.
Up close and polished, yeah.
Yes. This stone is a unique type of limestone. It's actually mixed with fossilized shell and bones and vegetation from surrounding areas where the stone is found. It's said that the presence of fossilized sea creatures that causes the unique look that creates the look of calligraphy in these stones. So, you know, you want to find you a mermaid, you might find you a mermaid in some of these calligraphy stones.
Yeah, that's... Actually, they sort of remind me... This is sort of like the duller version of the fireworks stone that we did to show one.
Actually, I agree, because that's one of the things that this works on too, which is kind of great because it works on life path, it works on meditation, it helps with astral travel, and specifically reaching the Akashics and getting your shadow work in place.
Oh, yeah.
Tyree and I have both wound up with, I think, 4 separate pieces of calligraphy stone in the past couple of weeks.
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Yeah. Because I've got a palm stone and a necklace and a raw piece, I believe. So
yeah, and then I got my spheres, the raw piece, and then I've also got a necklace.
Yeah.
I wish we both forgot our necklaces tonight.
Yeah. But one of the reasons why Tyree has the 2 balls, and take that how you will, is it's meditation balls. My hand isn't quite big enough to actually do the solid, like, rotation, at least successfully, without dropping the balls.
Okay, Mr. Producer, put the camera on me.
Put the camera on me. Oh, my God.
So, you just sit here and you rotate the ball. Rotate the spheres in your hand. And it's supposed to help calm you and ground you. And if if you go into meditation while you're doing this, there's no telling what you'll find.
No freaking kidding.
Yeah.
Because this stone is, it's got a lot of decorative pieces. I mean, it's extremely pretty. I think we have a couple more pictures of the raw, and it really doesn't do it justice because it's a beautiful freaking stone. It's something that can be used in jewelry. It typically has a very creamy beige background color, which is due to the fossilized mermaids. Anyway. It's got distinctive dark brown or black patterns. It's the patterns that give the stone the name. So if you look in the picture, you can actually see the separation of the colors and the striations of the brown and the beige.
Yeah. But due to this stone being limestone, the texture is typically a fine grain. But the smooth polished surface enhances the aesthetic appeal.
It's pretty, y'all.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's pretty.
But the hardness of this wonderful stone ranges from a 3 to 4 in the Moss scale, which means it's actually very easy to work with and as a jewelry piece.
It just tends to be a little flaky in the raw state, so that's something that you need to be aware of if you prefer to work with raw stones, because I know several of us do prefer the raw stone. Actually, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could technically write with it just because it is a limestone product. Have you tried?
I have not.
Do you mind?
Nope.
All right. We're going to try something, y'all. Okay, so it's not soft enough that it flakes off when you write with it, if you want to try to write with it, but if that's something that you utilize in your practice, that might be a pretty dope way to do that. And I'm trying to see, there's actually a couple of glimpses of the fossilized different things in the stone on the raw. You see it a lot easier. And if y'all can't see it on the camera, just let me know and I'll see if I can get a little bit closer, maybe. Because Tyree's got a really nice piece of the raw here.
Yeah, let us know. We're recording, remember?
Well, shit.
Okay. I will move closer so we can do this.
But this stone is generally pretty opaque. The nature of the stone enhances the contrast between the lighter and the background and the fossilized patterns. So that's something that you can actually see really well on this raw piece, is the different contrasts and the fossilized patterns. But it's sealed and it's freaking pretty, y'all. I dig it. I'm down with it. I actually kind of prefer it in the raw state, if I'm being honest. And it's not because I don't like polished. I actually really love the palm stone that I have personally. But on this one, the raw kind of hits different. I do like Tyree's double, meditation ball situation here. But, I would have to do it a different way. I would need a bigger sphere of it, personally. Because I love spheres. Actually, spheres are my favorite normally. But in this calligraphy stone, it's really hard to beat the raw. Plus, you literally can stare into it, kind of like the fireworks stone that we went over, and you find something new each time. It's kind of one of those, hey, what do I need today? Oh, shit. Okay, cool. These vines that look like they're going to try to kill me. Wow, what am I suffocating on? Like, it's that type of shit that pops up in these stones.
That is true. But I was watching a video today.
Yeah?
Of this lady. She took a handful of the raw stones and she showed how she went through the polishing stage of these.
See, that's cool.
This video is awesome. Like the first couple of times she runs it through the process, it actually looks like chocolate pudding.
Ew, that's the forbidden chocolate pudding. The forbidden chocolate slurry.
So, yeah.
Oh my god. Well, it's got enough brown in it that it's pretty grounding.
Yep.
But in all seriousness, yeah.
Well, actually, it is pretty grounding because it is considered an earth stone.
Yeah.
Because it is limestone, it has all the fossils, anything ancient that got trapped and compact into that limestone.
See, that's fucking cool. I love that type of shit. The type of stuff that you look around and you're just like, wow, this is actually... Fossils in general are super fucking cool just because they tell a different story that you don't normally get to see. But this one specifically, because of the way that it links with you, it's pretty impressive just because you start to actually feel the different levels of creation, at least for me.
Oh, yeah. But what was really amazing is that Steve mentioned to one of our clients, you really need to go get a calligraphy stone. That will help you with your past life stuff.
Shit.
And then it was 2 weeks later, me and you walked out with calligraphy stones.
Yep.
They just popped up and it's like, okay.
Well, see, that's the other dope thing about Rocky Hounds is Deb typically knows we need something before you and I realize we need something.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Rocky Hounds is awesome.
They are. And this stone, a lot of people, I could see why. I've heard mixed reviews. Some people feel like it's a kind of an overwhelming stone. But if you actually just allow the earth energy in as well, it's not as overwhelming, because that's where the perception comes into play. Because this is straight fossilized energy.
Yeah.
So it has the potential to be a little intense. Just remember to stay grounded and to not fight the process, because if you start fighting the process when you utilize the stone, it's going to not be fun.
Yeah, you'll see things that you really don't want to see at that moment.
Which is fine, because it usually means it's something you need to work on or something that's going to come up soon in your practice. But just be advised that if, you feel like the stone is a bit overwhelming or the energy is a bit much, remember that it is an earth stone, straight from, especially the raw piece. You can see the fossilized, you can see the different fossils, you can see the different mermaids. It's dope as shit. Just don't let the perception that it's too much click in. Because it's very easy to get lost in the energy. And it's very easy to get lost in past life stuff. This is kind of a good little guiding light.
That it is, but if you decide that you do want to work with this stone and work on past life stuff and go into your meditational states and stuff, make sure you do not do it alone.
Yes, never journey alone.
Yeah, never journey, because you will get in, get stuck, get lost, and then we'd have to come find you.
Yeah, and we love you guys. We would do it, but please don't journey alone. Please travel safely. Just remember that as you utilize this stone. And I know we're kind of tossing out several warnings now that we're like, this is a dope-ass stone, but we're just trying to be honest.
Yeah.
This is stuff that Tyree and I have run into, because when we first interacted with this stone was actually at the last market, and he and I both dipped.
Oh, yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Which is fine. It happens, but, that's part of the reason why we're bringing it up, is just make sure that you're in the right mental headspace and that you're in the right physical space to be able to utilize something like that. Because it's a very impressive tool, and it's a great stone, and it's very happy and loving feeling. It's also just probably going to bring up a lot of trauma, not only from this life, but from previous lives.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of trauma, that would work really good in shadow work class.
Yes.
Maybe we need to get a bigger piece and just sit in the middle of the table for all of us.
I mean, we could. Or just start having little raw pieces in front of everybody, because, the size doesn't always mean that it's a more impressive stone.
That is true. Hopefully Rocky Hounds at the market will have more.
I really hope so, because
we'll have to get some for the class.
I agree. And so something, just because this is a very old energy that you're working with, it can be very calming and soothing as long as you loosen up and you actually let the connection in. So it's a very rejuvenating crystal, and it has a really awesome effect on your auric field. It's a very recharging stone just because it's got so much energy.
Oh, yeah.
So as you utilize the stone, be safe, be cautious, because if you choose to do something like interact with it and then reject it, it's going to hurt. That recoil will suck. I don't recommend doing that. But this in combination with the fireworks stone is a really interesting combination. Especially
I'll have to try that.
Especially when you should try both of them on Bertha.
Ooh.
Yeah. That much rose quartz.
But I don't like rose quartz.
Says the man who has a 15-pound brick of it.
She wouldn't shut up. I don't know why she came home with me. Not like I need a hug or something.
Not like I'm going to be the one to tell you this, Tyree, but you could probably use a little bit of self-healing and peace of mind. I'm just saying, so that's why I'm like, hey, maybe you should put Bertha with the fucking calligraphy stone.
Yeah, that would work.
Because combined, it's a bunch of self-love and self-mastery and self.
Yep.
So.
I plan on putting the Bertha underneath my healing table.
Ooh, that's going to be really good.
Uh-huh. So that way it generates upward.
Oh, that'll be really good.
And it made such a pretty sound when I tapped it.
Yeah. We were in the middle of Sacred Journey this past weekend, and Tyree got this big-ass stone. And because Tyree is a sound healer, he used one of his tuning forks and he hit the stone because that's one of the ways that you utilize the different crystalline vibrations. And it sounded absolutely beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Even though a lot of people didn't like it. I had one guy shoot me a bunch of dirty looks.
Well, to be fair, that first hit you did was pretty sharp.
There needed to be a lot of love released.
There did. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it was a wee bit sharp.
But the second one...
The second one was awesome. The second one was very peaceful, very calming. But I am curious to see what would happen if you hit the vibrational tuning fork on Bertha and then on the calligraphy stone and mixed the sounds.
Well, we can find out real quick.
Fuck it.
That's it.
Yeah, go get Bertha and the fork. And while we wait for Tyree, just kind of as a reminder, guys, I am going to put this disclaimer up at the current moment. If, sharp sounds can irritate you, I have no clue how this is going to transfer through the microphone. So if it is too much, please mute until we finish the tuning. But I think this is actually going to be kind of cool. And let us know in the comments how it came through, what you felt, what you saw, how the vibration affected you. Because it should be pretty interesting, pretty unique. We haven't done something like this before, especially we haven't mixed two separate crystalline energy sounds together. So this ought to be pretty interesting. Let us know in the comments what you think, what you find, and how you feel after. If sharp sounds are not your thing, please do...
turn down your volume.
Yes, because we don't want to hurt anybody's eardrums, all that good business. But when Tyree hits the forks with people that need specific things, it hits specific frequencies, and so it's typically things that those individuals need. But if you're lacking that thing, it sounds sharp and it hurts.
Okay.
On occasion. If you reject it, don't reject it.
Here is Miss Bertha.
Yeah, beautiful piece of stone.
And it's heavy.
So,
speaking of Sacred Journey markets, are you ready for next year?
Yeah, they actually have their dates for next year already. And they
were September. They don't have March.
Okay, that's right. The dates for September, though, are going to be awesome. They have a whole theme planned, and it's going to be an awesome time next year. I'm looking forward to it. All right, Tyree, you ready for this? Just as a disclaimer again, if sounds irritate you, especially through a microphone, please do mute or come back in about, 5-10 minutes if we're still on.
Yep.
So, 3, 2, 1 for sound. 3, 2, 1.
I sure got a tightness in my chest with that.
Same.
But that was so pretty. What do you think, Mr. Producer?
3, 2, 1. feel like I just unblocked some really old shit.
Hopefully we don't have weird dreams tonight.
Tyree, we're probably gonna have weird fucking dreams tonight. Not weird fucking dreams, but weird dreams. It's just a state of being at this point. But let us know in the comments how it sounded to y'all, if y'all had anything going on, and just as a reminder that, you know, sound vibrational healing is a very beautiful thing, and it's pretty awesome. That's just a touch of what we can do as far as here at the shop, because that's one of the things that Tyree does include in his tuning forks. Is on occasion people need specific vibrations from specific stones, and so he will include that. I am really fucking hungry now.
So yeah, I am probably about 2 weeks of completing Reiki.
Awesome.
So I'll be adding Reiki into my regimen of things.
It'll be good, y'all. Tyree's awesome at what he does, and I don't let a lot of people work on me either. Both Steve and Steve are pretty much usually kind of the two. But the mechanics team is pretty rocket in that.
So yeah, explain what the mechanics do. I know they do energy work, they do...
That is such a loaded fucking question.
Do I need to go get the little sign to give us our little list?
No, it's okay. So some of the things that the spirit mechanics offer at the different events or through the shop is past life regressions, guided meditations, energy work, chakra repairs, attachment removals, intuitive counsel, emotional healings, some Reiki, some physical healings, and we also do things, various different stone attunements, we obviously flip cards, we do it every month on here.
Oh yeah.
But there's also a pretty fun one that not a lot of people know about, and that's a soul DNA. It's kind of like a Facebook quiz, so each layer of your auric field is read, and it's associated with a different type of mythical creature. And it just gives you a bit of an idea about yourself, kind of a little bit of a deeper dive than what you would normally find. It's actually a lot of fun to watch, and it's super cool watching people go, oh shit.
That's one I've not done.
It's actually a lot of fun. I gotta say, that one's a lot of fun.
I don't think I've ever had that one done.
Yep. And then there's also, there's another reading that we don't do often, but it essentially takes your parental birth chart signs, like, so the big three, your big three, and gives kind of an outlook and an idea of what your potential gifts might appear as, what your potential gifts might surface as, and kind of what you might potentially already have rocking. So there's kind of a lot of really cool options. Some of these we can do remotely, depending on the in-depth level and kind of what you got going on. It is always easiest to set up an appointment here at the shop. But guided meditations and past life regressions, we also...
Now, if I'm not mistaken, past life regressions we don't do so much at shows.
Yes.
Because they can get intense and they can sometimes get out of hand.
It's mostly you need a very quiet, safe space, and at a big show where there's a lot of people walking around behind you, it's not always easy to hit that level. If we have a specific room dedicated to us being able to work, then it's not a problem. We can do it at the shows. But that one is one that needs to be done in person and preferably at the shop. It depends show to show if we actually can do the guided meditations and the past life regressions at a show. Usually the answer is no, just because of the level of traffic that goes around. It's hard to maintain that level of focus, both with us at Spirit Mechanics and the person having that done. We've been able to do it a couple of times at shows, but it's been like after everybody's left and packed up and gone. So we still have that privacy and that level of focus that's allotted. So those are just a couple other things that we do.
Yeah. I know that one time I ended up doing a past life regression totally by accident.
Yep.
I mean, I just started talking to this client, and the next thing I know, I've got her going back to a past life, and it's like, oh shit, what have I done? I need help here. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yay, trainees! But that's part of how it works. You know, she walked in and she had specific questions, because that's the other thing about us, guys, is if you walk up to us and you're like, I don't know why I want to be here, we're going to figure out why you're needing to be there. And I have a question, but I don't have a question. We will ask you until you tell us your actual question, because we're all about helping, and we want to make sure that we give each individual client the best experience that we can and help them to the best capacity that we can. Because as Steve always says, we don't make clients, we make friends.
That's it.
And we do our best to make sure that our friends are taken care of.
And the best part about my vibrational sound healing with the mechanics is we actually work together.
Yeah.
You can go to them and get some work done, and then come to me, and I can either ease it off with the singing bowls, or I can go dig deeper with the tuning forks.
Yep.
Because that's happened 2 or 3 times. Because I've had a client where I've worked with the forks and end up having to send them to the mechanics. And be like, hey, this is what he's got going on. Y'all do your thing. And then Mr. Smith says, set your ass down and you do the job.
I mean, if you're already invested, you know, go ahead and finish it out, Tyree. But it works the other way as well, because there's been several times where, you know, if things are a bit too, if somebody has a lot of, you know, physical injuries, a lot of the times, if they've got something going on, you know, if they've got an attachment, we'll shake it loose, and then we'll send them to Tyree to finish it out, just because it's a lot easier with the sound to get to a deeper level and actually take care of some of the underlying issues.
Yep. That's why I love sound. It's so pretty.
It is. It's so nice. But let us know in the comments, guys, if you need anything, and until we have another live.
Let's see. Next week is Remix. Let's pull up the calendar here.
It's looking like the 20th might be our next spotlight.
Well, here's the thing. We could do spotlight on the 20th, and then you come back on the 27th for
we may do readings. Just readings on the 20th. We may just do readings.
Yeah, we've totally got to get a schedule together, because we are working with Triple Goddess and Sacred Journey Market and Mechanics on the last week of the month. We're all doing free readings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because you'll get to see us on Tuesday, and then we get to see us again on Thursday.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, guys, Triple Goddess and Sacred Journey do readings usually every Wednesday. So I don't think they're doing one this week. Excuse me, because we just came off of a major show. But let us know, guys. If you need anything, you can always reach out to us. You can reach the Spirit Mechanics through the Facebook page of Spirit Mechanics, or the Missing Elements Facebook page.
Actually, if you'll look to the top of the screen, there is email, Facebook. What else is scrolling there? I can't see it over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, yeah. If you need anything, guys, if you've got something going on in your house and you need it looked at because you think it's something paranormal, you can always reach out. We'll do our best to help you. Sometimes it's not necessarily something paranormal, but that's part of what we do here, is we figure that out for y'all. So, thanks again for tuning in, guys, and have a great rest of your week. Be safe.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Love you guys.